there are a whole lot of people asking about Rocky. Yeah, he's gotten quite the reputation of being a really loud mouth at an otherwise quiet and peaceful property here at Longhorn Lester's. And I have an idea of what I would like to do with Rocky, but I'm going to need your approval first. I would like to take Rocky on a road trip. Yes, I would. I would like to take Rocky on a road trip to Alabama and gift him, you heard me right, not sell him, but gift him to our dear friends at Cog Hill Farm. And there will be one exception. I know I will not take no for an answer. Jason, I will not take no for an answer. Now, what Jason can do is drive him across the state into Oklahoma and gift him to his good friend Daniel over at the Arms Family Homestead. And Jason, do not take no for an answer. You're giving a gift, and he should receive your gift as a blessing. And then Daniel can take Rocky right up the state or right down the state to his friend Sean over at Keeping It Dutch. And that, my friends, that is what good friends are for. Get ready, Jason. Old Rocky's headed your way. Morning, folks. Lester here. Going by doing my morning routine this morning. Good morning, folks. Lester here doing my morning routine this morning. Oh, my God. I want to walk down and do something interesting and something that I'm very curious about here in the next few minutes. Jamie got back from shopping and she said they had some fruit trays that were on special, that she picked one up because she thought it might be kind of cute if I would walk down and feed it to Tex. Tex could certainly use a boost, a pick-me-up, if you will. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk down right now and give Tex some watermelon, and I think he'll like it. Let me turn my camera around. There he is over in the pasture, laying there now, just kind of in the shade. And he's already had his morning bit of grain. I don't feed a whole lot in the mornings. We have a lot bigger meal in the afternoons, but he's already eaten, and so he's not going to be hungry per se. But we are going to drive down. I'm gonna take the four-wheeler, and we'll see how this goes. Both of these boys are kind of like, you know, if Tex doesn't eat that watermelon, could you come up and offer us a bit? And that's exactly what I will do. If Tex does not eat the watermelon, I'll be right back to offer some to you boys, okay? I promise. Y'all just stay there in the shade and see what happens. I will have you know that everything in this concoction is healthy and edible for cows. Man, it has some apples, it has some watermelon, it has some cantaloupe, it has all kinds of good stuff. Now the question is, will he allow me to present it, and will he eat it? All right, so as of now, Tex is not real sure if it's worthy of his time to get up. He knows that his dad has tricked him before, and he thinks this may be one more of my tricks. So what I'm gonna do is try to get over there, get down nice and low where I'm not any kind of a threat, and push the plate a little bit closer to him. We'll see how this goes. Buddy, I'm going to get on my hands and knees, and I'm going to push this plate a little bit closer to you. I'm actually going to take this little twig here and use it to give me another foot or so extension, so I don't have to get too close. Well, never mind. He's coming to me. He's coming to me. I'll walk away now. There you go, buddy. Oh, let him stretch it out, y'all. He gets to stretch it out first. Now, I also have some leftover dinner rolls that we got from the restaurant yesterday. Here, buddy. I can toss those to you. There you go. Oh, buddy. Buddy, I'm sorry. I'll walk away. Texas turned his back on Daddy, but this pretty girl has walked up. This is Debbie. Debbie, you want to try one, sweetie? She is our prettiest bird. Debbie, you want to try a piece of watermelon? Debbie, get over here and try a piece of watermelon. Debbie, try a bite of watermelon, my love. What are you doing, Debbie? Why would you drop it down like that? I'm just trying to offer you watermelon, nothing else. See? See, it's good. Debbie, eat that darn watermelon. It's good for you. She's like, could you not have cut it smaller? You know I have no teeth. Debbie, swallow that whole piece of watermelon. That's not that big. Tex has refused to eat watermelon from the ground. He is walking over here close to me to see if I have anything else to offer. I do have a dinner roll. I do have a dinner roll. Here, buddy. I'll set these dinner rolls right here on the side of the side-by-side on the seat over there. And he might walk over and eat them. Those dinner rolls were not for me to eat on. Those are not my lunch, don't worry. I had those left over from yesterday. Jamie and I went to eat, and we had a few dinner rolls left over, so I always bring home leftovers for me if I get hungry at night. And then if not for me, if I do, I'll feed them to different animals, depending on what the meal is. Boy, he's glaring at me. He's my friend. And he doesn't understand what's going on right now, y'all. He just doesn't understand what's going on. He doesn't know. He doesn't get it. And probably like all animals, he's wondering, why me? Why me? Animals, nothing. Animals, my ass. Like all humans, why me? Why me? Why must I have to be going through this? Why must I be going through, all the things that life throws at us on that roller coaster? That proverbial roller coaster of life. He's like, why me? And haven't we all been there? Seriously, haven't we all been there? I talk a lot about how difficult it was having to load up all of the animals. Not all, but a lot of the animals, and take them back to where I moved them from. And there was just a lot of, I'm going to say gloating. I felt like there was a lot of gloating. Is a nice way of putting it from a lot of folks. And but I think that in life, if you've ever been, picture it like this: you move out of your parents' house, and then for some situation, a divorce, you lose a job, for some reason you got to end up moving back in with your parents after you've already thought you were established on your own. And that's sort of the same feeling here, and a lot of people can relate to that. But isn't it crazy how at some point it's your parents who are moving in with you because they need your help? But no, I let my pride go a long time ago, y'all. My pride is one thing, but seeing these guys struggle and suffer is something completely different. Y'all, and that noise you hear is not me breathing hard, it's her. I've been joined by this sweet girl over here, and she's poking on everything. This is Debbie, my sweet Debbie. She is our prettiest bird, as far as her facial features go. Let me turn my camera around. You're beautiful, sweetie. You have just the most beautiful face. You do. Such a beautiful face. And that tells me that Carl is one who really likes to, you know, his favorite feature on a girl would be her pretty face. Because I'll tell you what is not Carl's favorite feature on a girl. The old tushy. Why did you do that? Why did you drop it down like that, sweetie? Yeah, she does not have the cutest of tushies. And poor baby, she's been plucked clean, all of her feathers. That's what happens when the birds are mean to each other. They can pluck feathers out of them. Baby, stand back up, sweetie. There was no need for you to do all that, dropping it like it's hot stuff. I'm just looking at your backside. And I was bragging on how Carl loves a girl with a pretty face. And so do I. You have a beautiful face, okay? Tex, buddy, I don't know what else you want from me. You didn't want the offering I brought you. I'm going to walk back over there and get it and move it closer. I think that he just wants companionship right now. I don't think that he's looking for food. I think he's just looking for someone to hang out with and talk to. And so I can certainly do that. Now, of course, I'm gonna do that with you with me. So it's really not just me he's talking to, but it's all of you as well. And can you imagine the boredom that an animal feels? Have y'all ever driven by a pasture and seen someone who has one horse or one goat or one donkey or one of anything? I don't know why, but I've always been a believer in having a companion to everybody. I think everyone needs a companion. I'm not saying they have to be breeding companions, boy and girl or anything like that, but I do think that everyone needs a companion. I think that that's natural to us, no matter who you are, no matter what age you're at, no matter if you're male or female. I think that every one of us have an inner desire to have some type of companion. And I don't mean that in a sexual way either. I just mean you need a pal. You need a buddy. You need a friend. And I think that most of us have found ourselves in life without a friend. And we know how hard that is. It is. It's hard. We need to belong to a group of something. And Tex right now feels completely isolated, along with a lot of other things going on in him. Probably the hunger, the fact that he cannot find anything to eat. He's going to walk closer now and test out them dinner rolls, and that's good. I'm going to back away a little bit. So is Debbie. We're both going to back away and give him a chance to test out them dinner rolls sitting in my seat of the side-by-side. Go ahead, buddy. They're for you. He's just not real sure about anything anymore, y'all. He is just not real sure about anything. Who he can trust, who he can't. And that is something else we can talk about is betrayal. You know that they say that betrayal is the hardest thing to ever get over. Because it's your enemies will hurt you. And they'll do it on purpose because they are in fact your enemies. But betrayal can only come from a friend. Think about that. The word itself, betrayal, is when you've been done wrong by a friend, by someone that you love and care about, by a companion. Betrayal. And that's why it's so hard to learn to trust again when you feel like you've been betrayed. And unfortunately, Tex doesn't really understand my reasoning behind what I did and why I did it. You know, while I'm on the subject, I'll go ahead and add one more little tidbit to this thing. Y'all ready for here? This is me on my soapbox. You ready? I'm gonna walk back over and pick up that fruit plate I don't want to leave it sitting there because the birds will come by and eat it. Which, if the birds end up eating it, fine. But I'd rather Tex have at least a smell of it. But I got to put it close enough to where he can see that I'm offering him something. Look. He's searching for food. Listen to this here. Here, buddy. Now he's going to walk back over there to where it was at. Buddy. Well, there's a dinner roll. Find the dinner roll. Will he eat the dinner roll? He doesn't want a dinner roll, y'all. He doesn't want a fruit plate. He doesn't. He wants green grass, and he wants his family, and he's huffing and puffing mad at me right now. And then I want to talk about something else. Oh, Lord. This has been a very difficult time in doing something that I normally love to do. And whatever you say, do not comment on here and say ignore the haters. Do not say that. Because they're not haters who are offering opinions. They're not haters just because they don't agree with your decision. They're not haters because they have an opinion that doesn't go along or align with yours. They're not haters because they don't understand. They're not haters, y'all. So don't say ignore the haters. There are haters who will curse and ridicule you and bash you for everything that you do. But haters are not those that disagree with you. You don't ban people for disagreeing with you. You ban people for trying to incite anger, for trying to incite, negativity. But you don't ban folks from disagreeing with your thought processes. But I will say that I'm highly discouraged at the fact of how many people are screaming at me, don't give up. Don't give up. Those are the exact words. Don't give up. Lester, don't give up. Don't give up. Guys, I don't see how you can keep calling it, quote unquote, giving up. It's not giving up. I don't know how to put it into words, but it's looking around and being what I'm going to call a realist. Looking around and being a realist. And the real situation is not a fairy tale. It's not a fantasy. It's not a dream. It's not a Walt Disney movie. The real situation here is that this 10-acre pasture is not the right pasture as far as grasses go to sustain grass or grazing animals. Okay? The amount of work, the amount of money, and the amount of time that would have to go into making this soil adaptable to our kind of grass is a process that we do not have time for. And time is of the essence. Moving all of these animals back to I'm a Survivor Sanctuary is a temporary move until we can either get grass to grow here again or find find a replacement property. And you know what giving up is? Giving up is loading everybody up and taking them off to the stockyard. That's giving up. Giving up is not looking out for their best interest and trying to find another way. And so it's so belittling to me. It is so discouraging and belittling when you scream out to me in all caps, usually with about 10 exclamation points. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up on your dream. Guys, don't you get it? My dream was to offer them a forever home. Their very best life possible. And open your eyes, people. Open your eyes. Look around. This is not their best life. This is not, it's not their best life. So stop saying that I'm giving up on my dream. No. My dream is to find happiness for all of them. That is my dream. And right now, all I find day after day after day is less and less and less for them. They have less things available to them. And now I find that our animals have all been separated from their families. And that's not the best life for anybody. Okay, my rant is over. If you're still watching, thank you.